Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of our 2-part video series for my cousin's design request featuring the butterfly. So if you didn't catch my previous video, we had already started my index and ring finger painting a glass butterfly on that. I'll put a link for that video at the end of this one, as you can see here. And today we're going to be continuing the remaining 3 nails. I'm using some Shany striping polish and applying these colors on my sponge, as you see here. And I'm lining this up from lightest to darkest, and I wanted to have the green at the bottom. And again, I selected the colors out of my Shany set that had some metallic hue to it, and it ended up being these 4 colors, so I'm just situating it as so, and I'm going to be creating this ombre that you see here. I think it came out very, very pretty. Not to brag, but it did. I actually was just, oh, 4 colors, okay, let's use them. And then when I blended it in this way, I was kind of surprised that the colors worked so well. So for my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in again. I appreciate you so much. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, like, and comment below anything on this design or any future designs you would like for me to do. I have to make a shout out to Daisy Nails, Nail Tutorials, and more. I'll leave a link in the description box below. I just received my Ticino hazelnut tea. It's caffeine free and it does really taste like hazelnut. So if you haven't seen my previous videos, I was talking about giving up some things to better my health, and coffee was one of them. And I've been doing all right without coffee, but I do miss that hazelnut taste so much that even office coffee is smelling good to me. I've never had it since I've been hired there. I just, post-pandemic, I just don't want to be all communal with the offerings there. So unfortunately, I haven't tried their coffee, so I don't know if it's good or not. But from my experiences with office coffees, it never has been the greatest. But when I smell that coffee in the morning, it definitely makes me feel like having one. So thank you so much, Daisy Nails, Nail Tutorials, and more for, I don't know why my printer is going off, for letting me know about this Ticino tea. It tastes really good, so thank you so much for that. Alright, so after letting this ombre dry, I put a clear top coat by Gelish, and I'm taking a nail cleanser and a lint-free wipe to just clean off the nail polish on my skin. And this is the easiest way, people, and I've had used I don't know what it's called, but it's like nail polish, but it dries rubber latex kind of, so you could just peel it off. I bought that once, and maybe the brand that I got wasn't that great, but I do feel like it's great working with regular polish and gel polish, because when you're done with the regular polish and you top coat with the gel, it's easy to just use nail cleanser to wipe it off. So here I'm taking Black Shadow by Gelish, and I am using my pinky nail to be like one wing. So I'm gonna, like I did with the index and middle finger, I am going to be using this black shadow to paint lines of the wing here. So as I'm doing this, I want to do a mini chaos story of my trip today. Today I drove up to see family, and I don't normally go out, but since it's the long holiday weekend, I wanted to visit some family members. I am kind of a ways up. I'm probably about like an hour and a half away, so I do like to have ample time for me to recuperate from any long distance traveling, even though it's like an hour and a half, but still, like it's a good chunk of my time out of my day. Um, so on the way back down, it was like nice. I mean, I was shocked that there wasn't too much traffic. Then again, I was going probably the opposite direction from the shore, and I was just coasting, and there was no one around. And then there's a few cars out there. There was like a horde of cars behind me, but I was kind of a ways away from them. So it was a nice ride. And then all of a sudden there was this car. I'm in the middle lane, and there's this car on the slow lane that decided to switch lanes. And I don't know if they just fell asleep, were drunk, wasn't paying attention. I mean, clearly, because they totally decided to switch lanes and did not see a bright yellow car in the middle of the highway. And I just, I look forward, but I guess in my peripheral, I started to see a car on my right. So I look over, and all I see is the nose of this car, like inching towards my car. And we're probably both going. I had cruise control, like maybe, 68, 69 miles per hour. And so I'm seeing this, and I'm like, this person doesn't see me. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, no, there's no way they're gonna hit me. Like, they probably are gonna figure it out that I'm right there. And nope, they just kept moving on. So I like was like, all right, now I gotta move, because if I don't move, they're just gonna drive into me, which is crazy. So, at 68, 69 miles per hour, I swerve to my left, because there's nobody there. Luckily, there's nobody there, but still, like the speed that I was going at, jerking my car to the left, if I didn't control it back to the right a little bit, I could have just veered off the highway if I kept going. So, that was scary. And not only that, usually when like and I honked my horn too, but usually when you do stuff like that, like they kind of just move back into the lane that they were originally in. This person just proceeded to switch the lane. I saw that they had the blinker and everything on, and I'm just like, this guy, I don't know if it was a woman or a man, but it was just crazy. Like, you're not even, like, they had to have been drunk or not paying attention. Like, I think maybe just drunk, because people not paying attention. I mean, you hear a horn and you see a car, you're gonna veer back. It's like only natural, you're gonna pull back. But I think it took them a bit to pull back. They just, after they did, they just decided to move into the lane anyway, which is insane. That's like so rude. So I was honest to God scared, because I didn't need that right now. Like, one income. Do I need to be in an accident where I obviously can get hurt? No. Moreover, do I want my car to be totaled? No. It was just like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? So, after I straightened out, they finally decided to, like, slow down a lot, which is, probably not the best thing on a highway. But I probably went as low as maybe 40, 45, and then I got back into the middle lane and continued driving on. I mean, I didn't hit anything. So it was fine, whatever. I did want to pull over and just, reset because that was a bit scary, but I had my schedule, so I had to, I just kept going. And I saw from the rear view mirror that person definitely, maybe they were elderly, I don't know, or something, because they definitely ended up putting on their hazards and then pulled over to the side. And they should, because if you blatantly make a big mistake like that, I mean, you need to rethink your life for a second, because that's not something to play around with. Like, you can't just go around switching lanes and not seeing like the only car next to you. But that was my little moment um of just being in a terrible place at that time. And I definitely was scared. Like, and I'm 38, and I've driven since I was 16, and I've probably had a good stint of car situations in my 20s. So it's like I've never felt that way before, to be quite honest. I've never felt like, and it wasn't like a head on or anything, but when you see it coming and you know it's happening, it's like, what else can you do? So I did what I thought I could do at the time. And, luckily nobody was hurt. So now that's off my chest. I can hopefully feel better about the day. But anyway, so I used a thin layer of gummy jelly and Shiny because I'm using these hollow butterflies. And now I'm taking some cuticle oil to each nail, rubbing that in. So this was a nice basic finish to my accent nails, that is the index and middle finger. The colors work so well together, and the theme of butterfly is fulfilled. So my cousin should definitely be happy with this design. Here's the end result, and I'm loving this actually. I love the pop of color, and I do love that glass butterfly. It all reminds me of stained glass. And that pinky nail definitely reminds me of some stained glass. And here's the close-up. And yes, by the way, I threw my sleep totally off. I slept in, and now it's like almost midnight. So I'm definitely killing my sleeping schedule. But I'll definitely have to get back on it come Wednesday when I have to go back to work. At any rate, thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me next time, where I hopefully can speak better than I did today. All right, I'll see ya. Thanks. Bye.